From the banks of the Missouri River, we welcome you to CPKC Stadium in Kansas City for the first day of the Big 12 soccer tournament, presented and sponsored by Sprouts. Our first game on tap, the Cincinnati Bearcats, the 12th seed, against the Oklahoma State Cowgirls, the 5th seed, in what will start a quadruple header, 11 games here in the Heartland to decide who is the Big 12 champion from now going all the way till November 9th. Good morning, everyone. Alongside Joao Lara, I'm Mahirson Hassan. Thanks for tuning in on a Wednesday morning. If you're tuning back in Arizona, an early Wednesday morning, just past 7 o'clock for you guys, just past 9 o'clock here in Kansas City. These games supposed to start at 11:30, moved back because of inclement weather, supposed to come later tonight. But nonetheless, Joao, we're here, and we got a great game on tap.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you have your coffee prepared if you're back in Arizona. Now look, we're here in the Big 12 Championship, 12 best teams in the conference. One thing, expect the unexpected. If they're here, it's for a reason. The best of the best are going to compete, and it's going to be a great set of 11 days, correct, to see who comes out on top.
Yeah, it sure is, Joao, and you got many games throughout the day. You got Colorado and Utah right after this, Baylor and Arizona, and then the nightcap, which will be helpful for you guys back in the Valley, Arizona State against Kansas. That one here at 5:15 Central, 3:15 back in Arizona. Let's take a look at the starting lineups for both sides, Joao. Cincinnati has Anna Rexford in goal. Playing in the field today, Megan Smith, Carly Oobs, Riley Felton, Emma Joffrey, Lauren Bastian, Faith Brering, Claire Rea, Ellie Flower, Emma Schmelzer, and Maddie Swingle, led by head coach Erica Demers. Oklahoma State on the other side with Grace Gordon in goal, one of the best goalkeepers in the Big 12. In the field, Chloe Wright, Caitlin Hoppers, Molly Briner, Loudon Wilson, X-Carrot Pineda, Gracie Van Boydel, Alex Morris, Ellie Joffroy, Logan Heisler, and Chloe Joseph.
Look, with Oklahoma State, you should expect a very well-rounded team. Logan Heisler has been absolutely on fire for the Cowgirls this season. And also in the defense, you have Chloe Joseph. You have all of these defenders that have played pretty clean this season.
Kick is up. We're underway here from CPKC Stadium. Cincinnati in the all-red going from left to right from our angle. Oklahoma State in the all-white going from right to left. The ball rolls towards the near side outside of the 18, picked up by Rexford for her first touches of the day. Countdown clock here at CPKC Stadium. We've seen that just a little bit of variance overall. Sometimes people go with the countdown clock. Sometimes they go with the count up. Arizona State just adapting the count up clock. So if you've been tuning into soccer games here on Blaze Radio or on the Blaze Sports YouTube page, you're used to the count up clock. You're not going to get that today as the ball rolls back and is kicked up of the day with 44 minutes remaining, just a little bit over 44 minutes remaining in the first half.
Now Cincinnati, they can play the ball very well, and let's see if that's going to work from in conference play this season. For the two wins that they got, for the 2 wins that they have overall, that's how they got it. They maintained possession of the ball. They had good touches, and as we see here, Cincinnati at the side.
Yeah, it's played forward. A shot taken, rolling right off the post, just glancing out of the way. Ellie Flower with a chance with her left boot. And Grace Gordon is lucky that that did not go in the back of the net. Ball stays with Cincinnati, near side, near the midfield mark, and it's knocked out by the right back, Carly Oobs, throwing for Oklahoma State.
And those are glimpses that you want to see with Cincinnati. They played the ball over the top very well to Felton, and she was super close to already opening the score early here for Cincinnati. Let's see if they can continue that style of play.
Morris down the left-hand side. She lost control of it, so throw in for Cincinnati right in front of its bench. Played forward towards Flower. She's back in the lineup. She's been playing a lot this season for the Bearcats, leading the team in goals. Towards Faith Brering, the left back. She pips it forward, looking towards Riley Felton in the attacking third. Felton challenging on that far side towards the corner flag, and that's a good recovery on the right-hand side by the Cowgirls. Here come the Cowgirls once again. Space opens up in the right half space, past the midfield mark, out towards Heisler, and now further out on the right-hand side. That one's picked off by Joffrey. Joffrey plays it out towards the left. Here comes Cincinnati again. Flicked out towards Felton on the left-hand side. This time she'll get control of it. but you'll have to center it off. Pass was deflected, and it will be a corner kick for Cincinnati, first set piece of the day. 42 minutes remaining in the first half.
Oklahoma State overall, their defensive position is very well, and they're a very physical but clean team whenever it comes time to defend. I know that number 40, Chloe Joseph, has been absolutely stellar this season, playing all games for the Cowgirls this season and hasn't registered a yellow card yet. Very disciplined, the Cowgirls defense.
Corner kick swung in and blocked immediately away by the Cowgirls. Chloe Wright doing the damage. She tries to stay with the ball, but it's deflected off of her throw-in. That's actually Caitlin Hoppers in the process. Throw-in for Cincinnati, far side in the attacking third. Joffrey to do the honors, peering up pitch, sending this into the box. That one headed up and away out on the end line. Corner kick for the Bearcats.
Once again, Cincinnati trying to put the press, trying to get up early, and it makes sense. You're the number 12. You want to upset the number 5. Let's see what can happen from this corner kick.
Lauren Bastian makes the long trot over. 2 hands up in the air. Right-footed, driving through the ball towards the heart of the box, actually towards the back part of it. Skips past everybody, and a chance for Morris and the Cowgirls on the counterattack here. Driving down the left-hand side, numbers racing forward. Morris, a left-footed ball trying to square to the right-hand side. That's picked off by Rhea. Rhea right down the middle of the pitch. She's driving towards the heart, slides it over towards the right-hand side for Ellie Flower. Flower can't get control of it. That ball was played right behind her, and you know Ellie Flower, she loves playing towards those through balls in front of her, throwing back for Oklahoma State.
Now that 4-3-3 is doing wonders for Cincinnati right now. Not only are they able to maintain possession, but they're able to find open spaces throughout the pitch, and that's really helping them right now over the Cowgirls.
Chance from distance, struck on towards the right-hand side and caught by Grace Gordon. Megan Smith, the one with the chance. She'll be playing in that center attacking midfield role for Cincinnati, a 4-4-2 with a diamond midfield.
4-4-2 with the diamond midfield. Sorry about that.
It's a weird combo. Not too many people use a diamond anymore, but you know, you see that a lot in so many different youth soccer practices where they tell you, hey, if you want to keep possession, be in a triangle or be in a diamond. And very few people apply it to their formation as here comes Hoppers down the right-hand side. She can't keep it in play, and a throw-in goes to Cincinnati.
Which also, the beautiful thing about tactics, at least in the game of football now, is that they're advancing so rapidly. Not only can that diamond become transitional on offense, it can soon become different sorts of formations where if they need someone up top, they can do it. If they need someone to go down and defend, that's definitely possible too.
Out towards the right-hand side, this is Lauren Bastian. Buried down by Loudon Wilson. Sliding tackle from behind by Wilson. And a throw-in for Cincinnati. Less than 39 minutes to go here in the first half. 0-0 between Cincinnati and Oklahoma State. The first of 11 games in the coming week and a half for the Big 12 soccer tournament, sponsored by Sprouts. Down the line for Cincinnati. A throw-in coming out now for Carly Oobs. Oobs plays this short. Off for Bastian in the black handband. Felton pressuring. And another throw-in comes for the Bearcats. They're working themselves down the line. Back with Oobs on the right-hand side. She went with the short throw-in last time. Continues to go relatively short. Looking for Flowers. She gets control. Right-hand side. Lifts this into the box. A header just goes over the bar. A good chance by Megan Smith, it seems like. And yes, it was. Megan Smith rolling down the middle. Got it off the left part of her head. Just couldn't steer it on net. Still 0-0. 38 minutes to go as Oklahoma State takes the goal kick quickly. They're back in the midfield, rolling around. Ball switched over towards the left half space. Now pipped back towards the right, headed away by the Bearcats. Smith controls, out with Claire Rhea, and now on the left-hand side with Emma Joffrey. Joffrey pressuring in space in the midfield. Oklahoma State able to win it back. Here's Hoppers down the right-hand side in the right half space. Lifted over, looking for Morris. She was on an island on the left wing. Now roughly 30, 35 yards out. trying to get past her defender, rolling towards the end line, into the 18, left-footed cross, bounced, and eventually cleared away by Oobs. Bearcats trying to clear it out. It only goes towards their attacking third line. OK State continuing the pressure here on the near side. Play towards Morris. That's a good ball. Morris inside the box, dancing. Alex Morris, shot blocked by Oobs. Cleared away, bounced up by Bastion. Rolling around, still roughly 25 yards away from Cincinnati's goal. Taken away by Smith. She's looking up pitch, playing towards Flower. Flower trying to get in behind. It's a 1-on-3 right now, and that's some good defense by Oklahoma State to stay with it. Pipped out on the near side, so a throw-in for Cincinnati. But nonetheless, Oklahoma State, Joao, getting some chances in their attacking third.
They really needed it. Cincinnati was really gaining an edge over Oklahoma State in the early moments already with 3 dangerous opportunities for the Bearcats. It's finally good to see get to the attack and try to find something. Now, a player to watch for OK State is number 19, Alex Morris. I know that me here was just talking about her, but the senior from Frisco, Texas has played every game this season, started every game, has 3 goals and 5 assists, so keep an eye out for her.
Played out towards the near side. Oklahoma State pressuring back towards the end line. That one knocked last off by Joffrey. So corner kick coming for Oklahoma State. Less than 36 minutes to go in this first half on the banks of the Missouri River. Here from CPKC Stadium, you're listening to the Big 12 Soccer Tournament on the Blaze Sports YouTube page. Loudon Wilson to make the trot over. Taking it with the right. Cincinnati leaving their back line relatively comfortable. Most of them within 12 yards from goal. Ball swung in. Oobs heads it up. Ahead back. Still bouncing inside the 6. And whistle blows against Oklahoma State. Free kick for the Bearcats.
Luckily, the Bearcats had that control. It could have gone out of hand really easily, especially with the ball bouncing up in the box. Not being able to clear, it's always very dangerous. But luckily, they get the call right there. Cincinnati, they've been playing very well from the back. They've been patient in transition too, trying to find the open player, trying to find the open space, and it's really worked for them. They're still continuing to create opportunities, and that's what they need. They need to keep on trying to find the goal early and try to get it up early too. Just because it's Oklahoma State is a very good opponent, and as soon as they grab their footing, it's very difficult to hold on. And the same thing for Oklahoma State. They just need to be more patient also in the transition. I feel like they're trying to force too many balls forward, and it's not working out quite well.
Speaking of which, ball goes out on the end line. Looking towards that right-hand side. That's where they've been trying to aim Joao for the past few minutes or so. As we approach the 34-minute mark. That is 34 minutes left in the first half. Countdown clock here at CPKC Stadium. 0-0 between Cincinnati and Oklahoma State. One back by the Cowgirls momentarily. Play in the middle. Running around. Emma Schmelzer trying to get the ball back. But it's out with Oklahoma State once again. Played in towards the right half space. Peering towards the center. Shot taken very low. Dribbled away, but not for long. Oklahoma State back with it on the right-hand side. Played down on the wing. This is good interplay. Played back towards the left half space. And Alex Morris, she had a chance and just slides it wide left of Anna Rexford in goal. 33 minutes left in this first half. Still 0-0 here in Kansas City.
Alex Morris and Caitlin Hoppers are the definition of versatility. They're defenders that can go up, that can score, that can assist, and it really shows the quality that this Oklahoma State team has.
Free kick for Cincinnati. Left half space in their half of the pitch. Numbers rolling forward. So it will be the center back, I believe, Maddie Swingle, to take this. She sends it forward, looking towards Flower. Bounces on that far side flank. Pipped up and headed away by Oklahoma State. They've got a nifty back line back there. That was Briner doing the work. Molly Briner. And a throw-in for the Bearcats.
That was a better expected outcome than Sorry. That was the outcome was better than what it was expected. The ball could have gone out for a corner kick. That's even more dangerous if you're Cincinnati. Luckily, Oklahoma State now with the ball in control. Let's see what they can start off in the back. It's been very difficult for them. Cincinnati has been positioned very well in defense. That holding, once again, that holding diamond in the middle, it's allowed them to maintain possession, and they have possession, they have control, and they want to keep it that way.
Rolled out by Rexford, out towards the left-hand side again for Joffrey. Played with Flower. Flower tries to play it back towards Rhea. That's picked off by Oklahoma State. Sent out towards the left for Jeffroy, and now towards Morris. Morris trying to get some interplay with Wilson, and she loses it on the near side touchline right near midfield. Throw in for Cincinnati. 31-25 remaining in the first half. Clouds start to break here in Kansas City. It was raining a little bit earlier today when we rolled into the stadium, but now it seems to have subsided.
Got a little bit of a downfall right there.
The security guard was like, well, you might as well rush to the elevator while you can.
Yeah, luckily it died down right after. For our luck. It's supposed to get colder here in Kansas City in the next upcoming days. A late winter, one of the locals had told me yesterday.
Schmelzer pressuring on Wilson. Wilson turning towards the left half space, trying to play it towards the right. That's too far and picked off by Joffrey. Joffrey with Rhea. She tries to play it down towards Flowers. She can't get the initial through ball, gets it back, but commits the foul in the process against Chloe Joseph, and a free kick for Oklahoma State.
And Ellie Flowers, she's been essential to the Cincinnati attack. She's had some opportunities already. It's funny because most strikers in the Big 12 have more fouls and have more yellow cards or possibly even reds than their defensive counterparts. But it's just the aggressiveness that every striker in the Big 12 shows. You have to be good to play in this conference, at least up top.
Joseph, right flank, picked off by Rhea. Back with the Bearcats in the midfield. Played back with Joffrey momentarily. Ball bouncing in the midfield. Back with the red jerseys. Back with the Bearcats. Brering, left-footed. Pip back, looking towards Felton. Couldn't take the best first touch. Rolling over towards the right-hand side, trying to keep the ball with her. That's some good pressure applied by Ellie Joffrey, or Joffroy, I should say, of Oklahoma State. And a throw-in for Cincinnati. Less than 30 minutes to go here from Kansas City in this first half, 0-0. Still looking to see who will break the deadlock as it's headed away by the Cowgirls. A corner kick coming for the Bearcats on the right-hand side, near side from our angle. Rhea runs short. She'll receive the corner kick. First cross blocked. She'll see it out on the end line, and second corner kick will be taken. Now it's Rhea standing over the ball. Lauren Bastian took the first corner kick. Numbers still applying pressure inside of the 6 as Gordon looks on. Lifted in, headed away, bounced out towards the 18, still rolling around the area, and now cleared away momentarily by Jeffroy. Jeffroy sends it out towards the far side, and it's a corner kick for Cincinnati. Still on the wing part where you're just near the 18. You're just near the box. Cincinnati could go long. They'll opt to go short. Ball ricochets and hoppers will clear it down the line. Played back still on the right-hand side for Oklahoma State. Trying to get back towards the midfield. Poked away by Schmelzer. And a throw-in for OK State. That's Logan Heisler trying to roll down the right-hand side in towards the right half space. OK State attempting to switch the field of play, and that one goes back for a Cincinnati throw-in. It was, I believe, Molly Briner trying to find Alex Morris, I should say, and it did not come to fruition. Throw-in for Cincinnati. Headed away again by the Cowgirls. That's Briner on the defense. So take two coming for Carly Oobs in the near side.
Once again, Oklahoma State becoming very impatient. Morris had time. Morris had space. The ball was forced by Brainer there, and it's just not working out for the Cowgirls. And for Cincinnati, they still maintain possession. They're still playing this game with calm.
Ball bouncing around the 18 and cleared away from Oklahoma State. They've been on the defense for the last few minutes or so. 27 minutes left in the first half. 0-0 between Oklahoma State and Cincinnati. The winner plays BYU not tomorrow, Saturday, here at CPKC Stadium. Again, a 4-round tournament, but taking the span of about 10 days or so. Felton back to goal, plays it off towards Bastian. Bastian dancing around in the center of the pitch, roughly 30 yards away. Can't thread it forward. That one blocked by the Cowgirls, and here comes Loudon Wilson down the middle. Kind of on an island by herself, but Wilson continues to drive down. Schmelzer knocks it away, gives it off towards Bastian, and now back with Oobs, roughly in the right half space. Left-footed ball, pipped forward, off the head of Jeffroy. Jeffroy could not keep it in play, and a throw-in for Cincinnati.
Now, comparing the styles of play today, Cincinnati has been all over the pitch. They've been able to play a ball in the middle. They've been able to play a ball down the wings. In comparison to Oklahoma State, it's been a very wing-heavy attack, relying on Morris, relying on Hoppers on the right, and really what Oklahoma State is trying to do with maintaining possession is trying to find that footing as mentioned earlier.
Hoppers sends it into the box, cleared away by Brering, and out on the touchline by Joffrey. Joffrey playing left back, Brering playing the left center back role. A little bit of a swap, if you will. A little bit of a swap. Swingle playing right center back, Oobs at the right back.
And Oklahoma State, they're trying, and it's been getting better from in the first couple of minutes. It was very frightening for the Cowgirls. Cincinnati had come out very strong, and luckily they're getting better as the game is progressing. And they also boast one of the Scholar Athletes of the Year, Alex Morris, Scholar Athlete of the Year for Oklahoma State in the Big 12.
Less than 25 minutes remaining in the first half. Cincinnati 0, Oklahoma State 0. Winner to play BYU on Saturday. Here comes Morse down the left-hand side, working against Oobs. In the 18, Morse sends it low, cleared away by Brering, only as far as Wilson. Wilson patrolling in the left half space. Schmelzer gets it out, and it's pipped away by the Bearcats. Ball ricochets in Cincinnati's half of the pitch. A collision between Wilson and Oobs is down on the pitch. Play clock stopped with 24 minutes and 15 seconds remaining in this first half. As our referee for today will check on Oobs. Travis Haight, your referee for this match. His assistants, Melissa Black, Will Ayton. The fourth official on the near touchline is Matt Thompson.
I'm not going to say aggressive. I think Morris was carrying a lot of momentum there whenever she collided with Oobs. Luckily, now she's up and going. Cincinnati trying to find something here from the dead ball.
All clipped forward, headed forward by Felton. Cincinnati continues to pressure, and a handball called against Flower in the process. So a free kick for Oklahoma State. Taken quickly. This is Xscaret Pineda. Pineda trying to find Morris on the near touchline. Morris losing it. And a throw-in for Cincinnati. Bearcats drew UCF 2-2, able to withstand the pressure. Again, UCF, Iowa State trying to get a bid to Kansas City. Bearcats able to get things done, along with the Baylor Bears. They'll play later today against Arizona as the 10th seed. Also moving around with Arizona State. Perfect world, Arizona State would be the 10th seed. Here comes Morris, working down the left-hand side, played in towards the middle. Still roughly 30, now 40 yards away from net as Pineda pips it over towards the right half space towards Hoppers. Hoppers tries to work her way down towards the right as it's cleared away by Joffrey intended for Gracie Van Boydel, the right forward.
And I feel like that's the best maneuver Cincinnati could have done there. Playing back with the keeper in that position is very dangerous. It does give Oklahoma State the ball in a dangerous position, but luckily they're avoiding something major happening there.
Loudon Wilson with the shot roughly 30 yards away. That one trickled wide left. 22:33 remaining in the first half. Cincinnati 0, Oklahoma State 0 here from CPKC Stadium for the 2024 Sprouts Big 12 Soccer Championships. Mahirson Hassan, Joao Lara, glad that you could tune in on a Wednesday morning, an early Wednesday morning if you're tuning in from Arizona. Get your cup of joe, get your eggs, get your bacon, and tune in for this one. Quadruple header going all the way towards the nighttime, kind of evening here in Kansas City. Wrapping up with Arizona State against Kansas. Offside called against the Cowgirls, just on the outside of the 18. Both teams have had their chances, Joao. Both teams have tried getting decent shots on net. Cincinnati glancing the post just 5 to 10 minutes into this one. What do they need to do to try to get an opener?
Well, for Cincinnati, it's continuing playing the open spaces. They're doing it very well. They're using Felton. They're using Bastian. They're using Joffrey, and it's definitely been working. Now, for Oklahoma State, it's being patient on the ball, trying to play more in the middle. Cincinnati's tactic with a diamond is to hold the ball in the middle, and it's what they wouldn't expect Oklahoma to do. If they get numbers in the middle, if they play down the middle, they have great opportunities. And I remember in the early moments of this game, 5 to 10 minutes in, Oklahoma State was doing great overlapping runs when they're playing down the middle, and they need to start drawing more numbers. They need to start getting more people so they can start creating spaces just like Cincinnati.
Free kick for Oklahoma State. Sun starts to come out here in Kansas City, covering most of the pitch today. These games supposed to start off at 11:30 Central Time, so 2 hours later than what it is right now, but moved forward because of inclement weather, supposed to hit the Kansas City area later tonight. So this one played off, it kicked off at 9 a.m. Central Time, 7 a.m. in Arizona. As it's back with Oklahoma State on the near side in the midfield. Bastian trying to win it back for Cincinnati. Oklahoma State continues with the ball with Morris. Played in towards the left half space and down the left for Heisler, and that's a good touch by Swingle to keep it away. She'll clear it out on the near side. Throw in for Oklahoma State, peering towards the end line. So another chance for a long throw, and we haven't seen much of that today. Morris to take for the Cowgirls. She plays it short towards Pineda. Pineda keeps it in play. Back towards goal. She's trying to switch the field of play. Jeff Roy plays it back. Headed up by Oobs. Ball bouncing around. Cincinnati trying to maintain defense. As here comes Morris in the 18. Poked away by Oobs. And Oobs will loft it back out towards the near side. Another throw in for Oklahoma State. 19:21 remaining in this first half.
Oobs is such a great player. Not only is she speedy, she's very physical too, demonstrating that attribute in that one-on-one against Alex Morris there.
Down towards Pineda, 0-0 with both teams trying to get a goal before halftime. Morris with some nifty moves in the 18. Played out towards Pineda on the left wing. Pineda left-footed in. Good touch for a while, but it's cleared away. Oklahoma State on the attack here, trying to find some options. They've had Ben Boydell in the area, just trying to get it to her, but it hasn't worked in their favor. Here comes Pineda towards Heisler this time on the left. She clips it back, deflected by Brering, but Rexford able to pick it up. Still 0-0 with less than 19 minutes to go.
This game started off with very Cincinnati-heavy soccer. It's starting to fade a little bit, especially with Oklahoma State now playing the ball in a more wisely manner.
First change of the day, and it's coming for the Bearcats. Riley Felton will head off. Felton with a few chances in the game, one of the star players for Cincinnati. We'll see Ellie Flower head towards the left forward position, left center forward position essentially. And replacing her, we'll see the sub in a while.
And then the good thing about both of these teams too is that they have options on the bench. One thing would be having a stellar starting 11, but the game is very demanding, especially at the collegiate level. And to have people on the bench, it's a lifesaver. And for Oklahoma State, they have lots of options too. Names such as Lexi Lee, Nicole Ray, Bella Pirotti, Reagan Morris, Kate Dreyer, Taryn Tebow, and Addison Roberts.
Free kick for Oklahoma State. It was Heisler working down the right-hand side, just outside of the box. And a chance here for the Cowgirls. Our referee for today, Travis Haight, will move the ball back a little bit, so it won't be right on the edge of the box. It'll actually be well behind it, but nonetheless, roughly 25, 30 yards away from goal. On the right-hand side for Oklahoma State, 3 players over the ball right now. You got Wilson window shopping alongside Hoppers. It's going to be Pineda to take, searing this into the box, but it's caught by Rexford. Cincinnati with the first change of the day. It was Vivian Spalding for Riley Felton. Rolled out towards the right-hand side. Swingle swings this forward. Headed down by Jeffroy. Brought down again. Wilson trying to make a move. Knocked away. Throwing for the Cowgirls momentarily, and now it will be towards the Bearcats as Colin Carmichael gets ready to make his first changes of the day in moments to come. Here comes Wilson tracking back against Bastion. Trying to control, she clears it away. Less than 16 minutes to go here from CPKC Stadium in this first half. 0-0 between Oklahoma State and Cincinnati. The first of 4 games today as the ball is sent into the box. It's headed up, still bouncing around, brought down by Pineda. Working in the left half space, trying to get it back towards the midfield. Out with Alex Morris. Morris past the half line. Towards Heisler, tracking back to goal. Tries to switch the field of play. She does. Over towards Joseph, and out towards Hoppers on the right-hand side. Hoppers playing it down the line towards Ben Boydell again. Ben Boydell on the right-hand side, working into the 18, cleared away for now, and will be out for an Oklahoma State throw-in.
Colin Carmichael trying to continue a legacy with this Oklahoma State team, entering his 20th season this year with the Cowgirls, and it's been 20 years of success. Carmichael boasts a record of Carmichael boasts a record of 264 wins, 108 losses, and 53 draws. And within his time with Oklahoma State, he's captured 6 league titles. OSU has won the regular season title in 2008, 2017, 2019, and he's trying to repeat the success of 2009 and 2010 by winning the Big 12 championship.
Heisler and Hoppers off for Oklahoma State. On for the Cowgirls, Nicole Ray and Bella Pirotti. Played out towards the right-hand side. Pirotti trying to get some action here. Her first touches of the day. Bounced off of Oobs as Pirotti tried to play it in towards the 18, working it towards the wings. Like you said, Joao, earlier in this game, as more changes come for the Cowgirls. This time, checking in will be Lexi Lee, the sophomore forward midfielder from Frisco, Texas. And checking out will be Xcaret Pineda.
Very Texas-based team. That there's 4 or 5 players representing the Lone Star State on this Oklahoma State squad.
Morris, Wilson poked it forward. Had to go with the outside of the boot. Knocked away by Oobs as Cincinnati's defense tries to go into the halftime unscathed. 13:22 remaining in this first half. 0-0. Both teams looking for the goal. Oklahoma State with the pressure and possession for the past few minutes or so, as Joffrey will get something back for Cincinnati. Down the line for Spalding. She's finding some space on the left-hand side. Cincinnati back in the attacking third. Here's Spalding on the left, poked away by Briner. Oklahoma State continues with the possession. Played in towards the middle. Not the best interplay between Ben Boydell and Ray. Still working in the midfield. Ben Boydell goes down. No foul called. It's back with the Bearcats in the center circle with Bastion.
And Briner, I know we're talking about Carly Oobs right now for Cincinnati and how great she is, but same thing goes for number 9, Molly Briner for Oklahoma State. She's an Oklahoma native and a senior about to graduate from Oklahoma State. She's been phenomenal for the Cowgirls this season, registering 19 games played, 19 games started, 2 goals, and only 1 yellow card, which really shows how disciplined this defense is. Whenever your striker has more yellow cards than your center backs, I mean, that has to say something.
Shows that she's aggressive.
Shows that, yeah, for sure. But the great thing and great teams have to be disciplined, especially against big teams in the Big 12 conference. Obviously, you play a non-conference, you play teams that are similar in level, but there's nothing like conference play, especially in the Big 12, especially with these brand new teams. It's amazing, honestly, to see how well both defenses are. Getting stuck there. I think it's the humidity. Very humid today.
It was humid when we came in yesterday. Storm's supposed to roll in as Cincinnati will make some changes. So we'll see Claire Rea take a seat alongside Megan Smith. Second and third changes of the day for Cincinnati.
Let's see what Davler and Barber can add to this Cincinnati attack. It's died down as the time has progressed. Nobody is really checking in anymore, and that's forcing the defenders, forcing the midfielders to try to push the ball off the pitch, to try to find someone off to the side where they can get a good ball in, and hopefully a fresh pair of legs means new opportunities for Cincinnati, because they haven't had some in around 20 minutes.
Bastion swings it in, aiming for the 18, ends up going towards the far side touchline. And it's won back by Cincinnati. Spalding, the one pressuring in the area. So you've got Spalding playing that left forward spot. You have Coley Sidlowski now on the right-hand side as Erica Demers deploys some of her substitutes to finish out the half. Less than 10 minutes to go before that halftime buzzer, as here comes Oklahoma State with the change.
The first half is dying down, but this game has been growing little by little. We're starting to find more opportunities. We're starting to find the more back and forth, sort of like a ping pong game. It hasn't been one side. It's been bouncing back and forth, and really it can go both ways.
Play down the right-hand side. A chance here for Morris. Fresh off checking into the game. Regan Morris in the 18. Squares it across. That one pipped up by the Bearcats. Trying to find Loudon Wilson in the middle, as it's seen out on the far side. Throw in here for Oklahoma State, and maybe, just maybe, a chance to break the deadlock.
Cincinnati's transitional game it's astonishing, to be quite honest with you. The way they can set back after having practically everybody up in the mid. You only have 4 defenders back. It's amazing, and it's been helping them out, and it's great to see how Coach Lemires is having an impact on this Cincinnati squad.
Jeff Roy patrolling on the left, picked away by Bastion, won back by Alex Morris. Alex working towards the left, 25 yards away, can't square it off, but it's deflected into the box, and it's picked up by Rexford, as the Cowgirls were trying to get some pressure on the Cincinnati netminder. It was Nicole Ray playing in the middle. So you have Ray playing the midfield spot. Their sole forward as of right now is Regan Morris. Essentially a 5 midfield. 4-5-1 formation for Colin Carmichael and crew. 8:07 remaining in the first half. Cowgirls and Bearcats alike still looking for their first goal.
Which the 4-5-1 isn't bad to counter the 4-4-2. Sorry, it's not bad to counter. I mean, you're putting numbers in the middle. You're putting more numbers, and it's supposed to help. And really, it's been working as time's progressing.
Little blow from the back from Jeffroy on Spalding. Free kick for Cincinnati. Red tops, red shorts, red socks with the black stripe on the pant legs. Bastion attempting to take the free kick in the black headband. She works it away. Still waiting to see who will take it, and it seems like it will be Maddie Swingle to do the honors. Swingle, the junior defender from McCourtsville, Indiana. Went to Mount Vernon High School in the Sycamore State. She pips this forward down the line and out on the near touch line, or rather near end line, for an Oklahoma State goal kick. And speaking of Oklahoma State, Taryn Thibault checks in. Alex Morris getting a breather on the cusp of halftime. Less than 7 minutes to go. A scoreless bout right now here from CPKC Stadium. The 2024 Sprouts Big 12 Soccer Championship opener. Cincinnati, the 12th seed. Oklahoma State, the 5 seed. You've got 9 versus 8 coming up right after this. Colorado against Utah. I'll be off the mic. Luke Lendler will join Joao for that one. We've got all of us got you covered for this entire tournament. 4 games today, 4 games Saturday, semifinals on Wednesday, and then the final on Saturday, November 9th, as this ball is pipped forward and scooped up by Grace Gordon.
Substitute number 21, Taryn Thibault, has played 17 games for the Cowgirls this season. The sophomore from McKinney, Texas, has registered 1 assist.
Free kick, one in the center circle by OK State. They've had the better chances. They've had the better pressure. Relatively better possession so far. 4 shots for the Cowgirls, none on target. Actually, no shots on target at all in this first half. 3 shots going in favor of Cincinnati. Both teams with 5 fouls on the day, but the Bearcats with more corners. They have 4. Oklahoma State has 1.
No shots on target, but lots of moments of danger for both sides. Both sides have had opportunities in front of goal. Obviously, the most notable one being the crossbar from Cincinnati early in this game.
Bouncing around, and back now with Oobs in the right half space. Can't pip it. It's off the back of Wilson, and now further cleared away. So Cincinnati bringing in some more defense as Oobs slides in towards that right-hand side, more right half space, and then right wing-back action for Jenna Daviler. Less than 5 minutes to go. Oklahoma State down the line, sent forward, pipped away, still working around, and the Bearcats have it back. Eyeing the ball downfield. Joseph can't get a good touch to it. Played in towards Sidlowski, or rather, yes, that is Sidlowski. On the right. 4:26 remaining in this first half. 0-0 between both sides right now. Schmelzer plays it around, knocked away, chested up, now brought down again by Oklahoma State Lexi Lee. Lee dancing around. Bearcats win it back. Back here with Joffrey. Joffrey with some space to work in the left half space. Past the center circle, working diagonally, working horizontally is Cincinnati. Taken around by Brering. That one off the back of Lee. Boy, Oklahoma State's back's got to be hurting after Cincinnati just trying to play those long balls, as here comes Lee. Schmelzer retreating back, gets it back towards Cincinnati. Moonball in the air in Cincinnati's half, brought down by Schmelzer and the Bearcats as they pip it back towards Oklahoma State.
Schmelzer has been absolutely phenomenal for the Bearcats today. When you think that Oklahoma State has a clear line down the middle to just run at you and really attack you, Schmelzer is there to either tip a ball away or simply just steal it with ease. She's making it look easy out there.
Towards the left for Jeff Roy. Now towards Briner, and now Joseph. The three-back line for Oklahoma State today as we have 3 minutes remaining in this first half. Can some team find a goal before they head back to the locker room? Wilson, pipped forward, looking towards Lee. She gives chase as the ball skips towards the end line, so it will be a goal kick. That was rolling towards that corner flag, so big difference between goal kick and throw-in in that area. It goes back for a goal kick and a chance for Cincinnati's keeper, Anna Rexford, to send this one deep. All the way back to the goal line. Ball at the 6-yard box. Lofted out towards the left for Joffrey. Joffrey, first touch, deflected. The second touch played out. It was deflected. And it will be a throw-in for Cincinnati on the far side.
Now, I'm interested to see what these halftime talks would look like, at least for both squads. It hasn't been a bad game for either team. It's definitely been a game of moments, and little by little Oklahoma State is gaining control, but Cincinnati has had it controlled overall. It's sort of like a wildfire. Like Oklahoma is spreading a little bit, but Cincinnati is playing well enough in the midfield and well enough in the defense. They just need to find some offensive production to match what they've been doing in the back.
Oklahoma State once again at the edge of the box, working near side, cut away by the Bearcats. Spalding with the ball, trying to drive forward. Last touch off of her, right in front of her bench. Bench applauds her, but it's back with Oklahoma State and Taryn Tebow with the throw-in. She's looking for options. She plays it short, and violation goes against her. So now it will be a throw-in for Cincinnati in the process. Less than a minute to go here at CPKC Stadium before the halftime whistle. Carly Oobs to take the throw-in. Both teams with chances. Both teams with shots. They have been dangerous at times, but no goals. Nothing to show for it right now on the score sheet. Oobs' first throw is headed away by the Cowgirls. Now her second throw near her head coach, Colin Carmichael, standing at the near side touchline, right at the edge of his coach's box, getting ready to head back to the dressing room. 23 seconds to go in the first half. Pipped up, looking for options. It was Sidlowski giving chase. One back by Joseph, 15 seconds to go, and a chance here for Oklahoma State with Reagan Morris. Reagan going down the right-hand side, gets past one defender, can't get past the backtracking Barber as the countdown clock ensues. 2 seconds, 1 second, 0 seconds remaining in the first half. We're halfway through from CPKC Stadium. It's 0-0 between Cincinnati and Oklahoma State, the 12th seed Bearcats and the 5th seeded Cowgirls. The winner will take on the BYU Cougars on Saturday. Joao, you mentioned this earlier, but I kind of want to reinstate it, that you said both teams have had their chances. But at the same time, yes, there have been 7 shots in the game, but 0 shots on goal. It doesn't seem like there's much production in general, but also on the finishing end in the final third.
I just feel like that no shots on goal, it's also very misleading. Whenever you think of the term shots on goal, it's obviously, a good shot or a big opportunity. There's been big opportunities, but they just need to find the goal. That's it. The shot that hit the post, I mean, it was super close to being a marvelous play, but denied by the woodwork. I mean, these teams, they're creating and they're growing. It's just they need to be more consistent whenever it comes time to be in front of goal.
So a lot of chances, but we're into halftime. 15-minute break. Also worth noting, 5 corners on the day collectively, along with 13 fouls. Oklahoma State called off sides twice. You mentioned the chance that was by Ellie Flower within the first 5 minutes. Since then, haven't had a chance like that. So we'll take a quick break for halftime. We'll be back here for the second half right here from CPKC Stadium in Kansas City. Stay tuned, folks. You're listening to the 2024 Sprouts Big 12 Soccer Championship on Blaze Sports YouTube.
I thought I released a good album until Naughty Step said it was bad.
I hear this project and I am frustrated.
I better listen to Blaze Radio.
Hi, I'm Pedro. Did you know you can listen to anything? Blaze Radio says you can, and so do I. I believe that until listened to, every song, album, EP, and DJ set is hot until proven otherwise.
And that's why I fight for you, headbangers. Hot FM.
Hot FM on Blaze Radio. Listen live every Monday at 11 a.m. on blazeradioonline.com. That's blazeradioonline.com.
This is what I wanted. This is what I've been waiting for these cars to come off in this corner. And guys, it's showtime. Boogity, boogity, boogity. Ooh, let's go racing today, boys.
Are you a racing fan or want to learn more about the sport? Join Cooper Burns and Eric List every Tuesday from 1 to 2 p.m. Mountain Standard Time on Blaze Radio as they discuss everything from NASCAR to dirt racing and more on Fuel for Thought.
How to throw a football.
Hike.
How to hit a baseball off a bat. How to make a basketball go through the hoop and make that swish sound. These are all questions we wonder when we are learning how to play a sport. But have you ever wondered what it may be like to interview someone who is in the sports industry? Like, how do I become a broadcaster? How do I become a graphic designer? How do I become a public address announcer? It's all here. How to Sports, your go-to sports industry leading show here on Blaze Radio and blazeradioonline.com. Tune in every Saturday morning from 9 to 10 a.m. with Ryan Pasesnik, Max Williams, and Tyler Wargo. How to Sports. It's in the game.
Grab your mates and join us for the finest sports show on Blaze Radio, The Irish Hello. With the wisdom of the Irish duo, you'll have the knowledge of old pals at the pub, sharing each and every moment. Join Aidan O'Neill and Shay Maloney every Wednesday night from 8:30 to 9:30 for breakdowns of sports news across the world as a pot of gold awaits.
Welcome to 4 on 4, where we have all 4 experts on the 4 major sports. Join Sammy Newt, Dylan Wickman, Justin DeHaas, and Sean Brennan on Blaze Radio as they break down an exciting semester of sports that includes the MLB postseason, top NFL storylines, the biggest offseason news from the NBA and NHL, and anything relevant happening in the sports world. At the end of the day, we're just 4 roommates that love to talk sports, so join the conversation. Listen live on blazeradioonline.com every Wednesday at 2 p.m. Arizona time, or if you missed us, check us out on Spotify, where you can hear all of our shows.
Hi, I'm Casey McNulty.
And I'm Brooklyn Cohen.
And welcome to The Hot Seat, where each week we answer your burning sports questions. Want to hear us settle sports debates and talk about our biggest takes in the sports world? Well, we've got you covered.
As 2 former athletes and current sports journalists, we offer the perspective of what it's like to be on the field or court
or pool.
So tune in every week at 10 a.m. on blazeradioonline.com.
See you in the hot seat.
Coming this fall, Friday Night Lights Camera Action, Blaze Radio's premier sports movie talk show returns.
There's no crying in Friday Night Lights Camera Action.
If you ain't first, then watch Friday Night Lights Camera Action.
Guys, there are rich teams and there are poor teams. And then there's 50 feet of crap. And then there's people who don't watch Friday Night Lights Camera Action.
Remember the time Friday Night Lights Camera Action showed up at halftime and Blaze Radio won the Bourbon Bowl? Friday Night Lights Camera Action, Friday starting at 9 p.m. Arizona time on blazeradioonline.com.
Now go out there and take it.
What's up, everyone? Life is confusing, so I, Natalia Marin, have decided to answer some of life's wonders, asking the question, does it work? AKA the name of my new show, Does It Work? Will have fun conversations featuring my hours of research, evaluating if cultural phenomenons, government systems, and psychological theories actually work. Make sure to listen live every Monday at 9 a.m. on blazeradioonline.com to see, if it works.
just a music show. On Tuesdays from 3:30 to 4:30. A show about sampling. Hosted by a city boy named Shane Saya. Talking about free samples.
Ever feel like you don't quite fit the mold?
A Little Unorthodox breaks it completely.
Join us as we dive into the messy intersections of faith, identity, and culture with stories that don't always follow the rules.
From in-depth interviews
to live event coverage,
we're here to explore what it really means to belong or not.
Join us, Emily Fox-Million
and Abe Mogelson,
on Sunday at 11 a.m.
Because sometimes the best way to make sense of it all is by getting a little unorthodox.
Yes, sir. Nah, I'm hearing what you're saying, but like, what's your take though? Yeah, he's cool, but Heisman? That team don't got nobody on there who could shoot any type of threes. I'm supposed to believe they're a playoff team? You're not answering the question. The question is, who is the better football team right now? Hey, I like that take right there. And it's not even close. What are we talking about? There's no midfielder as naturally talented as him in the last 20 years. Tune in to Let's Talk Takes every week, hosted by me, Devin Henderson, where I bring in different guests each week and we debate the most pressing topics in a variety of sports. I'm talking NFL, NBA, college basketball, college football. We even gonna talk about some soccer. Tune in every week, Thursday, 2 to 3 p.m. right here on BlazeRadioOnline.com.
Hey, it's me again. It's your good friend, Max Cepeda. And the only guarantee I can give you is this. Any Tuesday night, anything can happen.
God, you're so good at interviewing, Max. Jeez, someone give him an award.
It ain't about the game, it's about the game. You feel me, Max?
That's no,
it ain't about the game, it's about the game.
She decided she was too good for Disney, and I was like,
she wins no matter what. Taylor
crazy.
Swift is always right.
Blaze Radio presents The World According to Zippy, Season 3. Tuesdays at 8 p.m. only on Blaze Radio and BlazeRadioOnline.com and wherever you get your podcasts.
Hey, why are you crying?
Charlie Blackmon's gone!
What do you mean Charlie Blackmon's gone? You got Zach Veen. That will be ready to be called up in center field.
Who's Zach Veen?
You get to hear all about Zach Veen every Monday from 8 to 9 on Up on Deck on Blaze Radio.
Every Monday, baby!
The following is the Fatal 4-Way Podcast, and it is scheduled for one fall.
Join Luke Carter, Justin Lacertosa, Luca Lindo, and Dylan Oliver every Monday from 4 to 4:30, where we talk about all the high-flying, table smashing, eyebrow raising, limousine riding action, and professional wrestling.
Welcome to your favorite show where everything is untitled, unscripted, and unhinged.
Us Podsmiths and Yes Podsmiths are what professional podcasters are called. Let's just say we're your favorite Podsmiths.
On our show, we discuss a variety of different topics and segments, from the latest news to your favorite tunes.
And it's not just us. Every week we bring in a special guest to shake things up.
So join me, CJ Stevenson,
and me, Kate Nakamura, every Monday at 4:30 p.m. on Blaze Radio.
Heya! Want to stay up to date with what's up in the gaming industry? Want to listen to a girl yap about her gaming opinions and hot takes? Then tune in Wednesdays at 4 p.m. for Power Up on BlazeRadioOnline.com to join me, Chaz Alvin, as I walk you through the latest and greatest in gaming news, from PC to console, from indie to AAA, while also discussing what makes video games such an interesting and engaging art form. See you then!
We listen to the show for magic. We listen to the A-list to rant, to laugh, to argue, because we need that, all of us.
That indescribable feeling we get when the on-air sign lights up and we review movies you've probably seen before.
Not just entertained, but somehow informed. Much more than new. 12 noon, every single Tuesday.
Somehow, from Larissa, Gibbs, Zach, and Spencer, our show feels like you're talking to the 4 worst people you know. Because here, you are.
The A-List. We make movies worse.
Howdy everyone, it's Jack Footer, aka JFoo, and I'm here to let you know the JFoo Show is back. Every Sunday morning at 10 o'clock, I'll be playing you fantastic tunes from the JFoo theme of the week to get your Sunday fun day off and rolling and make you feel good. So tune in to the JFoo Show every Sunday morning at 10 o'clock right here on Blaze Radio, streaming exclusively at BlazeRadioOnline.com.
Do you ever wonder what the backstory is behind some of your favorite songs? Where do artists get their inspiration from? Hi, my name is Nicola Hendro.
And I'm Brooklyn Cohen, and welcome to Inspired. On Inspired, we will be sharing some of the fun facts behind the iconic songs you know and love.
Tune into Inspired on Blaze Radio at BlazeRadioOnline.com every Monday at 10 a.m. Arizona time as we break down the inspiration behind the iconic lyrics.
Get inspired!
Hey guys, we're Liv and Maddie.
And this is our specialty show, Out of Tune, on Blaze Radio.
If you listen to music, we like to talk about it. Tune in for live concert coverage and ticket giveaways.
On Mondays at 2:30 to 3.
Tune in!
We were just a couple of posers with guitars. They were always out of tune.
Do you like Philadelphia sports?
Do you think Tanner McKee is the best third-string quarterback in the NFL?
Does Nate Gary bring up bad memories?
Is the Philly Fanatic the best mascot in sports?
Then you should tune in to Philly Out West on Blaze Radio, the show about all things Philly sports based in Phoenix.
Jack Hartsonis and Charlie Limoncelli cover all the details of Philadelphia sports every Thursday night at 8 p.m. MST.
That's Phillies, Eagles, Sixers, and all the latest Philly news and culture.
We're bringing Philly to the desert.
The rise and fall of the Persian Empire, the history of shoelaces, the anatomy of a jellyfish, the difference between Portuguese and Portugal and Brazil. Have you ever wanted to take a deep dive on a topic like one of these, but just couldn't find the time or the means to do so? Hi, I'm DJ King, and on my show The Depths of Knowledge, I do a deep dive on similar topics every Monday from 3:30 to 4. So if you want to know more about the world around you, come join me in exploring the depths.
Hey everyone, it's Alex Swift from Park the Bus.
And as we say now in my country, they brought the bus and they left the bus in front of the goal.
If you want to stay updated with the world of soccer, or hear 3 Arsenal fans tell you why we're better than Spurs,
but Tottenham, it's the history of the Tottenham.
Come check out Park the Bus with me, Alex Swift, Alexander McDonald, and Bob Blue, Tuesdays, 9 to 10 a.m. at BlazeRadioOnline.com.
All right. Here we go, guys and gals. And boogity, boogity, boogity. Let's go racing, drivers!
Race to BlazeRadioOnline.com every Tuesday at 9:30 Arizona time for an hour of motorsports madness.
Join myself, Andrew Hazlett, and my co-host Ethan Ignatowski for the Loose Wheel Show. We'll tell you everything you need to know for the upcoming race week.
From news to predictions, we have you covered, so make sure to tune in.
Tyler Bednar, wake up. What time is it? It's bedtime. Okay, then why are you waking me up? No, it's time for It's Bedtime. It's a specialty show on Blaze Radio. That sounds cool. When does it air and what do you talk about? The show takes place every Wednesday from 11 to 11:30 p.m. I recap the past week of sports with special guests. That sounds awesome, Tyler. I'm going to start tuning in on BlazeRadioOnline.com.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are back from on the riverbank, on the Missouri River, here at CPKC Stadium, where second half for Oklahoma State versus Cincinnati is about to start here in a couple of moments. Mihir, how did you see the first half?
Yeah, I think it was a very interesting first half, Joao. You know, Cincinnati really took those first 10, 15 minutes and said, hey, let's get that goal. They did so against UCF last Friday, but they just weren't able to find the touch. And then Oklahoma State said, hey, let's take our part and our time to go down the pitch and find an opener. And I think both teams were just lacking a little bit. You know, there's no clear shots. A lot of them, you know, just haven't found the finishing touch. And sometimes it just comes down to putting laces through the ball.
And now we have flip-flop Oklahoma State going from left to right, Cincinnati going from right to left. as Cincinnati now tries to play from the back. Oklahoma State maintaining possession of the ball with number 9, Briner. Briner has to boot the ball up the field, and Oklahoma State tries to control in Cincinnati territory. The ball now finds itself with Briner in Cincinnati's half. Ball that went over the head of Lawton Wilson. It's now a Cincinnati ball. Playing from the back, number 4, Carly Oobs, attempting to play a ball over to her attacking counterpart, Ellie Flower. It is going to be deflected out by Cincinnati. It's going to be an Oklahoma State throw-in. Now in the middle of the park with number 13, Xcaret Pineda has to play it back with number 24, Ellie Jeffroy. Once again with Pineda. Plays a ball down the wing to Alex Morris. Alex Morris trying to give a ball in. Had 2 options in Gracie Bindbeutel and number 33, Logan Heisler. Cincinnati now trying to play a ball down the wing.
Yeah, we saw this happen in the first half, Joao, where this team was just trying to streak down, get some chances through the wing, but they like working in the half spaces, and that's the reason why Erica Demers likes playing with 2 forwards. Let's see if they try to do that here in the second half.
Physical play from number 9, Molly Briner for Oklahoma State. Ball goes out for a Cincinnati throwing it once again deep into Oklahoma State territory. Dead balls like this could be dangerous. Ball over the top. Doesn't find a Cincinnati player. Brainer's going to let that go out for a Oklahoma State goal kick. And you mentioned it very well. Coach Erica Ramirez has established a great program, and really what Cincinnati has done so far in this game, it's not terrible.
Yeah, there's a part of Cincinnati that if they can get a win today, Joao, it's a statement win, right? This is their first Big 12 tournament, their second year in the Big 12, making the jump from the American Athletic Conference. They want to try to make a statement here. And obviously, 12 versus 5 doesn't work in their favor, but it would be big.
0-0 here from Kansas City at the Big 12 Soccer Championships presented to you by Sprouts. As we see Oklahoma State trying to play from the back. It was a ball from Lawton Wilson that bounced off of number 24, Ellie Flower. Oklahoma State goal kick. Goalkeeper Grace Gordon has to play it short with her number 24, Ellie Joffroy. Joffroy now playing the ball with Briner. Briner playing wide with number 16, Bella Pierotti, who stayed on for the second half. Came on as a substitute. Plays quickly now with Pineda. Pineda plays once again with Pierotti. Pierotti now playing the ball in the middle with number 5, Chloe Wright. Now distributing with number 24, Ellie Joffrey. Through ball down the wing to number 19, Alex Morris. Alex Morris dancing into the box. Ball crossed in over the top. Doesn't find anybody, and it's going to go out for a Cincinnati goal kick.
Yeah, there's so many players, Joao, in the game of soccer that you just know when they have the ball, they're going to be electric. And Alex Morris is one of those players. We saw that in the first half. She's willing to take defenders on one-on-one and try to get by you and really kind of make the defense compact and get them off to a lot of other teammates. But that hasn't been the case. I mean, Morris has kind of been on an island by herself and really nobody able to help her out so far.
And it's one of the things that was also mentioned in the first half. Oklahoma State needs support. It was something that was also conflicting Cincinnati. They had players that were receiving the ball, but the midfield isn't going up to help. And if there's nobody checking in, I mean, there's not going to be any opportunity to present danger. As we see now, number 11, Lawton Wilson play a wide ball to number 16, Pierotti. Pierotti now dancing in the box, goes down in the box. Referee indicates that nothing happened. Pierotti is not happy with that call at all.
Yeah, it's always one of those physical challenges, but again, it felt like Pierotti kind of willingly took herself down in that instance.
And it happens even more in today's game. Players going down in the box trying to find the call. I mean, is it sportsmanlike? No. Has it worked on multiple occasions? Well, that's a different thing. As we now see Pineda with the ball. deflected out by number 12, Claire Rea. Oklahoma State looking to present danger on this opportunity. Ball now with Binela once again. Binela trying to attempt a nice little nutmeg, trying to find that open tunnel between Rea. Cincinnati recovering the ball. Ball that was with number 40, Chloe Joseph, recovered by Oklahoma. Ball deflects off of a Cincinnati defender, goes out for a throw-in. Now playing with number 14, Gracie Beinblütel. Cincinnati clearing the ball very well. But Oklahoma State recovers in their own half with Joseph. Joseph playing the ball back to the goalkeeper. Defensive error. Ball now with Cincinnati in the middle, trying to chip it over. It's with number 5, Riley Felton, right in front of goal. Takes a shot, and she scores! Cincinnati finding the goal with 38 minutes left to play here from Kansas City.
You know, Joao, soccer is a game of mistakes, and we haven't seen a lot of mistakes tonight from either side. We saw a mistake there. Grace Gordon was just coming off her line, and she was well off her line. And even though she had 3 players back with her, it's just about finding that space. And Riley Felton, calm, cool, and collected. Again, Lauren Bastian had that original chance, but then again, if you're a striker like Felton, it's all about just finding that one space, just that one area that you can tuck it into, and she did so there. 1-0 Cincinnati.
I am just so befuddled to see what happened on that. Seeing what happened on that sequence, when it seemed that Oklahoma State had control of this game and they're finding a footing here. It's those defensive mistakes that you can't make in big games like this. If it's non-conference play, if it's maybe the beginning of the season, it's understandable. But my goodness. But same thing. You said it yourself. Cincinnati, calm, collected. Felton in front of goal, absolute killer. And just another day in the office for Felton. As we see Cincinnati now trying to come back into this game. Oklahoma State trying to come back in this game. Playing the ball in the middle. Interference with the referee. It will be a dead ball. Foul for Oklahoma State.
And if you're Colin Carmichael, I don't think there's really... I mean, alarm are sounding off of that play. But in general, not so much. You know you're the favorite. You know you have the personnel. And ideally, the personnel is better than what you have for Cincinnati. So it's not necessarily like it's danger time, yes. And for a team that wants to make it to the NCAA tournament, has a legit chance of making the NCAA tournament, this is the type of moment where you say, all right, well, you got to get a scrappy win somehow. And that's probably what today, if they do get a win, will be like.
Now, me here, if you're Coach Ramirez for Cincinnati, you're up by 1. What do you end up doing in this situation? Do you park the bus, or do you still continue to try to find another goal?
I think you continue playing the game because, to be honest with you, Cincinnati's been playing very defensive as we see them win the ball back here. They've been playing very defensive, Joao. You know, they've been on the back foot for most of this game. They've been trying to get on the counterattack. I don't think you change much if you're Erica Demers. You trust your defense. You trust the idea that you have because this team has been disciplined. This team has been calm. And sometimes when it comes to winning these games, some of these big games for a young program that's making a big jump over the past few years, that's crucial.
36 minutes now played from the Big 12 championships presented to you by Sprouts, where Cincinnati is currently leading this game 1-0 versus Oklahoma State. Now, you present a very great point, me here. Let's see what Cincinnati decides to do. Now, if Cincinnati were to pull off the win today without getting scored on, goalkeeper Anna Rexford would move into the 3rd position all time in shutouts in Cincinnati Bearcat history.
That's pretty good right there.
That's a pretty good stat for the goalkeeper. Dead ball now for Cincinnati, and it will be number 10 Lauren Bastian. And the number 2, Megan Smith, looking to put this ball inside the box. Could be a dangerous play. Ball now going towards the net. but is safe with Grace Gordon in the back. Grace Gordon collecting the ball with calm. Has to play it short with Briner. No other options. Briner now playing with Pineda. Pineda moving this ball up the pitch. Playing the ball wide now with number 16, Bella Pierotti. Pierotti that ended up playing with Beinbutel. And Beinbutel playing back with Pierotti. Ball was out. It's going to be a Cincinnati throw-in from their own half. Close to that middle line of the pitch. Ball now in from Cincinnati. Rejected by number 40, Chloe Joseph.
And this is what Cincinnati can do to you, Joao. Just work the ball, possession-oriented. Sometimes it's kind of interesting because as a center back during my playing days, sometimes I would like having the ball, sometimes I would not. Sometimes I would just say, hey, you guys have it. I'll just take it from you whenever you come close to me. But sometimes, especially if you're playing a possession-oriented team, they can wear you down, and that psychologically gets to you.
They'll break you until there's nothing more. Oklahoma State now trying to get on the attack. Cincinnati recovering, and they're going to continue doing the same thing as they've done the whole game. Just keep this ball. As we see number 24, Ellie Flower, go down, and there will be a substitution for Cincinnati. Sorry, for Oklahoma State. Number 16, Bella Pierotti coming off. And coming on for the Cowgirls, it'll be number 8, Caitlin Hoppers. Scrappy play in the middle. Now a dead ball. Oklahoma State with Pineda trying to find someone. Ball played over the top, trying to find number 33, Heisler. Find Cincinnati goalkeeper Anna Rexford instead, and she's going to take her time. Yeah. Now playing short with number 12, Rhea. Rhea playing a nice ball over the top to number 5, Riley Felton. Riley Felton now finding 2 Cincinnati defenders. Cincinnati with complications in the back. Oklahoma State now maneuvering the ball in Cincinnati territory. It's going to be number 19, Alex Morris, who tries to get past Felton. Ball goes out for a throw-in. Ball played short and sweet to Pineda. Ball now inside the box. Oklahoma State having to play out. And it's going to be number 5, Chloe Wright, trying to find the shot/cross. Rexford once again maintaining possession of the ball, taking her time. Letting Logan Heisler get close, and Oklahoma State now recovering this ball. Played wide with number 19, Alex Morris. Morris pushing the ball up the sideline. Ball going into the box. Trying to find London Wilson, and it does, but ball simply goes wide. It's going to be another Cincinnati goal kick.
Yeah, and to be honest with you, Cincinnati just trying to let this one go. Oklahoma State with a few good build-ups. I really want them to be aggressive, though. I don't want them to let the ball sit into the 18. When you want to get a chance, especially if you're down here with 31:40 to go, you want to get after the ball. You want to get something towards net. If something's rolling in, take that touch. Take it first time. You know, it may not be the best shot. It may not be on target, but it shows if you're a goalkeeper or just the defense in general, shoot, this team's here to play. They're not afraid for what's happening.
As one of my old coaches, Casey O'Brien, once said, if there's space, there's a way. All you need is a little crevice to send the ball through, and who knows, maybe it might seem out of reach, but it's a beautiful game. Anything can happen. And Oklahoma State is being timid on the attack, and it's showing. Now, 30 minutes left here from Kansas City, CPKC Stadium. Cincinnati currently winning their Big 12 championship opener, presented to you by Sprouts. What does Oklahoma State have to do to turn back this game and try to get themselves back into it, Mihir?
I think it's what I said earlier. They got to be more aggressive. They got to find the chances, and they got to just be stagnant in the back.
Simple as that. As ball goes out now for a Cincinnati throw-in. It's going to be number 2, Megan Smith, on the ball. Taking her time. It's actually Oobs. Apologies. Oobs looking for Flower over the top. Flower not able to find the good touch. It's going to be a throw-in now for Oklahoma State. Deep in their own territory, and there will be a double substitution for the Cowgirls. Coming off for the Cowgirls, number 33 Logan Heisler, coming on number 10 Lexi Lee, and also coming off for the Cowgirls, it's gonna be number 11 Lauden Wilson, and coming on, it's going to go ahead and be Taryn Tebow. Oklahoma State now playing in Cincinnati territory. Ball played wide with number 8, Caitlin Hoppers, who's running down the wing. Cincinnati cutting off this attack very well, but Oklahoma State maintains possession. Ball now into the box. Finding number 10, Lexi Lee. Has to play short, Pineda. Pineda with a nice little croqueta right outside the box. Played wide to number 8, Caitlin Hoppers. Tries to give it across, but Cincinnati rejects the ball once again. Ball is now Cincinnati. It was number 5, Riley Felton, who tried to find Flower up top. Oklahoma State now recovering. And it's Joseph who's crossing the halfway point. Playing the ball wide with Caitlin Hoppers. Caitlin Hoppers running down the wing. Looking for a cross inside the box. And it's going to go ahead and be number 27, Maddie Swingle, who rejects this play and plays the ball up the pitch trying to find Flower. But instead, Briner's going to get there before. Briner now playing with Gordon. Gordon trying to find somebody, lifting her head up. Nice through ball down the middle to number 12, Nicole Ray, who actually came on instead of Tebow. My dearest apologies. And there will be a substitution for Cincinnati. Now coming on for the Bearcats, it's going to go ahead and be number 21, Jada Arthurs. And coming off is going to go ahead and be number 5, Riley Felton. Dangerous opportunity for Cincinnati there. Shot just right outside the box from Flowers. But it's going to be Gordon who's there to
and that's
take
a
that
good
shot
save
out.
by Gordon. She's just reaching up. And that's a shot that was really had some pace from Cincinnati. That was going right towards the top of the net. And again, that's where Gordon, I mean, ideally, if this was professionally, gets paid the big bucks because you can make stops like that. And again, she's keeping Oklahoma State in this game. She's trying to kind of renew her mistake from earlier that caused Cincinnati to be up 1-0 right now.
Ball now going inside the box. Goes wide instead over the goal, but you mentioned it very well. Saves that get you the big bucks. Very great save from Gordon, but also very great shot from Flower. I mean, just shows how essential she's been for Cincinnati this season. We've mentioned it multiple times this broadcast. Ball now going over the top from Gordon. Finds number 14, Beinbutel. Beinbutel trying to run past number 4, Carly Oobs. Oobs putting her body on the line. Sends it out for a throw-in. Oklahoma State playing short and sweet. Now with Morris. Morris trying to dance between the Cincinnati defenders. But it's going to go ahead and be number 10, Lauren Bastion, who recovers for the Bearcats. Ball was with number 21, Jada Arthurs. Try to play it down the line and goes out for a Oklahoma State throw-in. Pineda finding 2 Cincinnati midfielders. Luckily is able to play the ball back. As we now see Caitlin Hoppers running down the wing. Nice interception from number 7, Emma Joffrey. And is now trying to find Arthurs up top. But once again, the senior from Broken Bow, Oklahoma, Molly Briner, is there to stop the attack. As we now see a ball with Morris. Down the wing. Trying to play the ball in. does find Lee. What is Lee going to do? Plays it once again to Morris. Morris dancing inside the box. Had time to play a pass, but Cincinnati playing the pressure very well. Ball is now outside the box. Plays it wide with number 8, Caitlin Hoppers. Caitlin Hoppers trying to find Lee in the middle. Cincinnati rejecting the ball very well. And the number 12, Clea Herrera, who sends it out for a Oklahoma State throw, and she doesn't want anything to do with that. As we now see Lee with the ball. Lee finding pressure from the Cincinnati players. And number 8, Caitlin Hoppers, boots it off of a Cincinnati defender for a throw-in. And Hoppers, who tries to play the ball quickly. Referee tells her, please give me a second. And 24 minutes left here from Kansas City, as Cincinnati is currently leading the Oklahoma State. As the Cincinnati Bearcats are currently leading the Oklahoma State Bearcats, and a shot from right outside the box from Oklahoma State. But luckily, goalkeeper Anna Rexford is there to stop the shot. That could have been dangerous, especially with the pitch that is humid, and it just forces the ball to roll a little faster.
Yeah, but it also kind of makes the pitch sticky too, Joao. You know, you try to get some instances where you get a good ball, you get good contact. Sometimes it's just about getting it good sometimes.
Now it's Arthurs on the attack for Cincinnati. Lets out a nice shot, and she scores! Cincinnati now furthering their lead. And ladies and gentlemen, this is an upset watch.
Oh yeah, for sure, Joao. And Jada Arthurs, we were just talking about it, getting good contact on the ball, and Jada Arthurs from 18 yards out. I think the Bearcats have found their sweet spot. We saw Megan Smith get a shot from that area earlier with good contact. That was great contact. Just a great shot, had the power, had the pace, and it had the position too, nestled in the right-hand corner. Nothing Grace Gordon could do about it. She was outstretched. And it's 2-0 Cincinnati.
Here from Kansas City, and wow, not expected from this Big 12 opener, but Big 12 championship opener, but Cincinnati is doing it. They're winning this game 2-0. Arthurs put that shot up where the birds fly. Just an amazing shot, power, placement. That's a big buck shot right there if I've seen one.
Oh, yeah, for sure. And again, I think everybody knew it because you saw Cincinnati, the entire starting lineup, just pile her after that goal. You know, this is a team that they've gone on the road. And again, they've had some tough road trips. You know, to go from Cincinnati to go to Tempe and Tucson, that's a long trip, right? And that's the thing about the Big 12 in general, is that as it spreads across the country, there's just so many different opportunities for players, for coaches. But it has taken a toll on Cincinnati. You know, there are some times, you know, whether they're playing at Gettler Stadium or even on the road, it just has not looked that good. And I think just to see that in general, at a neutral site like this, it gives you some hope, right? You know, this is a Cincinnati program. Their men's soccer team folded a few years ago. If you can get a win like this, and you can tell the folks back in the Queen City, hey, this is what's happening, I think more people can start tuning in to women's soccer.
Tell me what you don't know about Cincinnati, me here.
Well,
please.
If you live in Cincinnati for 16 years, you know a lot.
Shot right outside the box from number 2, Megan Smith. And I'd imagine you'd know a lot. 16 years is quite an impressive time. Oklahoma State now trying to play the ball over the top. Does find Lexi Lee, but is rejected in the middle by number 27, Maddie Swingle. Cincinnati trying to play another ball down the wing. But it's going to be a goalkeeper, Grace Gordon. She has to be careful here because Cincinnati has good position. And that's one thing they teach as a goalkeeper. Don't play the ball in the middle. If you have to play it out to the sides, if it has to go out, do so. But you can't play it where the concentration of the players are. Now we see Oklahoma State trying to show signs of life with Morris down the wing. Gets past Bastian very well. Ball now inside the box. Finds Lee. Ball just right over the crossbar. Oklahoma State showing signs of life. Little by little.
That was the best chance Oklahoma State had all day, Joao. You know, Lee was right in the middle. Again, you have a lot of traffic, so you're trying to get the top part, but it's just too much contact. But that's what Colin Carmichael and crew need right now. You know, you have roughly 21 minutes left or so, so you have time. And again, 2-0, ideally, is the worst lead to have in soccer because you think you're in the clear, but you're not. And this is an Oklahoma State team that can score fast at times. Again, they're very robust, Oklahoma State. A lot of 1-0 wins, a lot of close wins, but at the same time, let's see if they can turn on the Jets.
Morris outside the box for Oklahoma State, taking a shot from distance, but Rexford going out to her right side, sticking her hands out and letting Morris know it's not going to be that easy to pass me. Corner kick for the Cowgirls.
She's looking for that clean sheet. You know, she's chasing history in her own right, so she's looking at this game and she's just trying to lock it down, right? Try to squeeze out that Oklahoma State attack.
Shoot, if I was about to be third in history for clean sheets, I'd be looking for that too. Ball over the top. Goes a little long, but ends up finding number 24, Ellie Jeffroy, who lets out a shot, but it's Rexford once again. Oklahoma State player now down in the Cincinnati box, and it's going to be number 24, Jeffroy. And 20 minutes left here from CPKC Stadium. Cincinnati currently leading this game 2-0. Oklahoma State finding their first clear opportunity 3 minutes ago. As Cincinnati now boots the ball from the back, it's Rexford. Oklahoma State attempting to recover, but the Bearcats get a throw in Oklahoma State territory, and there will be a triple substitution for the Oklahoma State Cowgirls. Coming on for the Cowgirls, we have, one moment please, we have number 17 coming on for number 10. Number 17, Reagan Morris coming in for number 10, Lexi Lee. Number 33, Logan Heisler coming in for number 8, Caitlin Hoppers. And finally, we have sorry about that. I guess it was a double substitution. Cincinnati also had a substitution. We have Spalding coming on for Rhea. Corner kick for the Bearcats, trying to make this 3. Bastion raises her hand. Ball going inside the box, rejected very well by number 13, Pineda. Ball that found number 33, Heisler. Heisler playing with Beinbuthel. Cincinnati, who ended up recovering the ball, but boots it out deep into Oklahoma territory. As we now see Beinbuthel with the ball. Beinbuthel with the foul against her. It's going to be an Oklahoma State ball. Wilson with options. Plays the ball wide with number 19, Morris. Morris dancing between that Cincinnati defense. Lets a left-footed shot right outside the box, but goes wide. Another Cincinnati goal kick. 18 minutes remaining. Cincinnati still leading this game 2-0 against Oklahoma State.
And Oklahoma State's looking for the chances where they can try to drive down the lane, try to get into the center of the pitch, but I think that chance by Morris was just too far, Joao. You know, if you're in a situation like that, get it out towards the wing. Get a chance where if you can cross it in, maybe some damage can happen. That's why I like the Lexi Lee chance so much, because that happened coming off the wing, played it right towards the center, and then it's just about making a shot happen.
But another topic that gets touched in these moments is also predictability. How predictable is the action? Ball that was trying to go through to number 19, Alex Morris. Doesn't find her. Rexford's there. Comes out very well to stop that potentially dangerous attack. It's going to be Rexford who boots the ball pretty far. Looking like the Kansas City Chiefs punter there for a second. Ball now finds Grace Gordon. And Oklahoma State still with time. 17 minutes in a game is a lot of time, especially in Big 12 soccer. But they need to start doing something differently. Cincinnati's reading their movements like a book, and quite honestly, it's been working for the Bearcats. Felton now playing the ball to Arthurs. Cut off by number 9, Briner. Arthur's trying to go in and fight for the ball, but it's going to go ahead and be a throw-in for Oklahoma State.
I think that's one thing about Arthur's, too, is the fact that she just came into the match. She's only played 12 minutes so far, just a few minutes in, and she's given Cincinnati what is right now the ticket to the next round to take on a good side in BYU. That's too her first goal of the season, Jada Arthurs. Her first goal at the college level as well. So there's a lot just riding on this team in general, and you could tell the momentum has kind of flip-flopped throughout the day. Cincinnati took it back, but now I feel like it's more at a standstill right now. Oklahoma State, they have the possession, right? But the Cowgirls, they haven't been attacking the way I wanted to, and I think the way Colin Carmichael has wanted to, where it's clear chances, right? It's clear shots. You can tell that this team has the momentum. Here, it's kind of just up in the air right now.
And you've said it very well, and for that being her first collegiate goal, I mean, that was an absolute banger. It was an absolute stunner, and good for her. Congratulations, really. But wow, I'm speechless as we see Cincinnati now trying to play from the back. Ball now over the top to Felton. Felton can't control that ball. It's Oklahoma State throwing. Ball now played in the middle with number 12, Nicole Ray. Nicole Ray ends up losing the ball, and now it's a Cincinnati attack. Through ball that was trying to find Arthurs from Felton. Oklahoma State recovers. Oklahoma State now trying to play the ball up the field, but Cincinnati now recovering. Cincinnati trying to play a ball right down the wing with Arthurs. Oklahoma covering the ball very well. It's going to be a throw-in. Number 12, Nicole Ray now losing the ball for Cincinnati. Losing the ball for Oklahoma State. Throwing for Cincinnati. As we see number 4, Carly Oobs. Throwing the ball. Number 5, Felton headering it back. She had the last contact. It's going to be a throw-in for Oklahoma State. Pineda with a nice little half turn to lose number 3, Coley Sidlowski. And Oklahoma State trying to find an opportunity, trying to find an attack. Not able to. Cincinnati cutting off spaces, cutting off those little spaces that can create opportunity for Oklahoma. They've done it very well all game.
Keep an eye on the body language for Oklahoma State, because it seems like this team is just trying to find something, but it seems like it's very relaxed right now, just trying to settle in. But the question always remains, in a game like this, in a spot like this, do you have time, right? Not too much right now.
Yeah, 13 minutes left to play here from CPKC Stadium. Cincinnati currently leading this game 2-0. Big 12 championship presented to you by Sprouts, and it's just they need to play with a sense of urgency. Every opportunity counts, and let's see what they can do from this one. Joseph now playing from the back, finding pressure from Arthurs, has to play the ball wide to number 14, Bindbutel. Bindbutel now running down the wing, trying to get inside that box. Ball now finds complications with Oklahoma State, but it's going to be number 17, Morris Reagan. Reagan Morris letting out a shot, and she's going to end up scoring. Confusing sequence from Oklahoma State, when it seemed that number 17, Morris, got stuck up with number 13, Pineda, her own teammate. She takes that ball and she says, "Let me have it." And the bid for the clean sheets for Rexford is now over. Oklahoma State finding life in this game. 12 minutes left to play, and this game just got a little more interesting.
Oh, it sure did, Joao. And I think it was an interesting goal in general because I was thinking it was going to be Pineda's shot. It looked like Pineda's shot, and I was thinking in the middle, oh gosh, they messed it up again. But again, that's where you have someone like Morris, and all of a sudden, it's a game.
Morris now giving a cross inside the box. Over, but finding number 14, Beinbutel. What is Beinbutel going to do again? The author of the assist for the first goal, trying to give a cross, but nice rejection from number 7, Emma Joffrey, to send it out to the corner kick. Oklahoma State trying to push back, and what's the situation if this game ends in a timeout here?
I don't know. I guess we go to penalties. I mean, there was no certain rule from the way it looked, but it seems like from the way timings were spread out, this game might go directly to penalties. I may be wrong about that. We may have extra time. It may be a golden goal situation, which we have seen before, even in Pac-12 play and many others. It was just recently where after 90, they settled with a draw.
Cross out inside the box, finding number 17, Reagan Morris once again, but rejected by Rexford to keep Cincinnati in the lead.
And again, another lucky chance by Morris, just stuck her peg out and got something. I was saying earlier, you got to go with one-touch football in this moment, and it nearly got past Rexford, and Morris nearly had her second goal of the day. If you're calling Carmichael, again, you've got to be relaxed, and hey, you've got time now, right?
And coming off for the Cowgirls, it's going to go ahead and be number 33 and number 12. So Nicole and Heisler now coming off. And coming on for Oklahoma State, it's going to go ahead and be Aubrey Wagner, number 23, Aubrey Wagner, and I'll have that other substitution there for you in a second. But as we see Oklahoma State trying to find that opportunity with Morris, Cincinnati just booting that ball out. Doesn't want anything to do with it in the moment. They found themselves in some hot water after being up 2-0, and you said it best yourself. 2-0 is the least favorable score in soccer. Even when you think you have the competitive edge, it just doesn't work. And now Morris trying to put a cross into the box. No reception. Cincinnati now rejecting the ball, and it's going to go out for an Oklahoma State throw-in. And 9 minutes left to play here from CPKC Stadium, where Cincinnati is still leading this now close game 2-1. And it's going to be a triple substitution for the Cincinnati Bearcats. Felton, Arthurs, and number 2, Megan Smith. No, number 3, Coley Sidlowski coming off for the Bearcats. And coming on is going to go ahead and be Ellie Flower, Jenna Davler, and Claire Rea for the Bearcats.
A lot of starters on Erica Demur's side, and basically she's just putting Flowers forward as one single forward. Everybody else has gone back to just play defense right now. They want to make sure this game does not go to extra time and or penalties.
As Cincinnati now boots the ball down the field. Jeffrey indicating to her defense to push up. And now we see Oklahoma State at the feet of Ellie Jeffroy, trying to lead this attack. Sends a ball wide to Morris down that right flank, and simply isn't able to control it. It's a Cincinnati throw-in. Cincinnati now with Carly Oobs. Oobs with multiple options. The referee giving some indications to the Oklahoma State players. And this game is at a standstill with 8 minutes and 57 seconds left from Kansas City. Ball that was trying to go wide to number 12, Claire Rea. Instead goes out for an Oklahoma State throw-in. As we now see Morris on the ball. Morris playing in the middle of the pitch with number 11, Lawden Wilson. Cincinnati now clearing the ball out. And it's going to go ahead and be number 9, Molly Briner, with the ball from the back. Playing in the middle with Wilson. Wilson playing wide and quick with number 40, Joseph. Joseph playing that ball with Pineda. Pineda trying to find number 17, Morris, inside the box. Cross inside, rejected by Cincinnati. Goes out for another Oklahoma State corner kick.
And you could tell that the bench for Oklahoma State is more energetic. Both benches are immediately up on that touchline, the farthest they can go at the very least. So they're interested. This is all about locking in.
Ball going inside the box. Headed by number 9, Briner. Trying to find, once again, number 11, Wilson, but rejected by Cincinnati. Bienbutel playing the ball quick with Wilson. Once again with Wilson just right outside that box. Rejected by Cincinnati, and it could go ahead and be a Cincinnati counterattack, but instead they're just going to boot it to the middle of the pitch, trying to waste time. Gordon recognizes that. Goes out to the middle, launches the ball over the top, trying to find Morris Ali, but Cincinnati rejecting that ball once again. Looks like a game of volleyball the way the ball is being put back and forth between both halves. Now it's Briner. Briner playing in the middle with Wilson. Wilson with Pineda. Pineda with Morris. Morris just outside of that Cincinnati box. Decides to play in the middle of Lee. Nice circulation from Oklahoma State right outside the box. Joseph trying to find the cross inside the box. It's going to be at the feet of Morris, but simply can't get that shot off. Cincinnati recovering for a second, but nice hustle from Bienbutel to get that ball back for Oklahoma State. And heavy contact from number 24, Ellie Flower, over number 11, Lawden Wilson. Wilson not liking that no call, but referee says please continue. Throwing for Oklahoma State. Now with Wagner. Wagner trying to play down that wing. Finds a ball through a slight crevice to Lee. Now play with Pineda. Pineda trying to find the nice little chip over the bar, but unfortunately is no good. 5 minutes left to play here from Kansas City. Cincinnati still leading this game 2-1.
Yeah, but barely. I mean, the thing is now is they're trying to lock in. And you can tell that both coaches are into it right now. And so it seems like there might be... Oh, it is a goal kick. There was an announcement on the video board, and there was like a sign that was saying, hey, we're monitoring the inclement weather. It's the reason why this game kicked off at 9 a.m. Central Time, 7 a.m. back in Arizona. But it's been an interesting game for Cincinnati. It's just about waiting away, right? Bend, but don't break. And the thing is, they've done this before against a lot of teams in these high-pressure situations where they are the underdog. And now it's just about locking in with less than 5 minutes to go.
And as we see Cincinnati now trying to get on the attack. Oklahoma State recovering very well at the feet of Joseph. Joseph playing a ball down the left flank to number 14, Bienbutel. Bienbutel playing short with Pineda in the middle. Pineda trying to play with Wagner down that left wing. But it's going to go ahead and be number 7, Emma Joffrey, who sends it out for another Oklahoma State throw-in. Time is ticking. The clock is winding down for Oklahoma State as they try to find the goal that would tie the game here for them. Nice move from Joffroy into the box. Now finding Pineda. Pineda with a nice little half turn. Letting out a shot with a deflection. And it's going to be a goal for Oklahoma State. Come back. Complete. Pineda. Half turn. And an unlucky deflection for Cincinnati. And this game is just like when we started.
Oklahoma State has taken the chances, Joao. They've been going towards the ball, and again, that was a good shot. And again, it just deflected. Just the slightest of deflections just threw off Rexford in that area. That's unfortunate for the Bearcats. That was Rhea, I believe. Either Rhea or it might have been Brering. Either way, just lucky. And that's the thing. That's what I said earlier.
Cincinnati now trying to find an opportunity in the box with number 6 Spalding not able to get to the header.
But the thing is, Joao, it's like whether or not Oklahoma State wins this game or not, it was just scrappy goals, right? They weren't the pretty ones. It wasn't
Arthur's.
It wasn't a Jada Arthur's goal.
And just you practically had called it. You practically had called it whenever Cincinnati went up 2-0, and it's just amazing to see how these Oklahoma State Cowgirls have that grit, have that fight to get back. 3 minutes left here from Kansas City. Game is now 2-2 in this Big 12 championship opener. Cincinnati now tries to get on the attack. Ball cut off by Oklahoma State at the feet of Joseph very well. And it's going to go ahead and be a Cincinnati throw. Ball over the top. Smith trying to find Flower up in the top. Is not able to. Oklahoma State now maneuvering the ball.
If you're the Cowgirls here, you're probably trying to get a winner. You're trying to complete the comeback fully at this point.
As we see number 23 Wagner trying to play a ball inside the box. Ends up hitting off of a Oklahoma State forward, and it's going to be Rexford who has the ball from the back, sending her team up. Cincinnati trying to find an opportunity in these dying moments. Oklahoma State recovering very well. Now it's Binetta who tried to play a ball over the top to Morris. Too long, and goes out for a Cincinnati throw-in. As we now see Oobs kicking the ball up. Rejected by Brainer. Cincinnati, who had recovered, tried to play a ball long up top. And it's complications for both teams. Both teams are suddenly losing the ball here. And the nervousness out to be getting both of them. Oklahoma State now playing the ball wide. A little too wide, some may say, but number 14, Beinbuehler, ends up getting there. Now playing the ball in the middle of the field. Ends up finding Wilson. Wilson playing wide with Morris. Morris with time and space here. Lets a shot out from inside the box. And she scores! Oklahoma State have done what many seem to be impossible. Morris had the time. Morris had the space and let out an absolute rocket.
She has been trying shots from outside of the box the entirety of this game, Joao, and she hit it in the most perfect timing, perfect placement. She has been one of the Energizer bunnies of this team, and she has energized Oklahoma State to what could be a big, big win for this 2024 season.
There's your beautiful goal me here. Impressive from these Cowgirls, demonstrating grit when their backs were against the wall, when there was no light at the end of the tunnel. There was a name, that name being Alex Morris, with the goal that brought Oklahoma State back to life. 30 seconds left from CPKC Stadium, where Oklahoma State University is now leading this game 3-2 against Cincinnati. Ball is currently in Cowgirl territory. Joffroy, who hits it up in the air. And Cincinnati now controlling the ball, trying to find an opportunity here. Smith dancing between these Oklahoma State defenders. Ball's deflected out by Joseph. goes out for a throw and ball that goes over the top. Rejected by another Oklahoma State defender. Ball is now hit out, and Oklahoma State have completed the comeback, and they will be playing against BYU on Saturday.
What a win. Just what a win. I mean, it's crazy. 15 minutes ago, this Oklahoma State team was down 2-0, and we were just hoping they would just get a goal, but it came down to pockets of time, right? This game came down to pockets. Cincinnati took it, and then it was Oklahoma State. Wow. I mean, I'll say this. I would not mind 10 more games that are like this. I would not mind it.
Honestly, I wouldn't either, but what such heartbreak for Cincinnati, coming in as the underdog, going up by 2 and losing it at the end. I mean, it's gonna be a long way back to Cincinnati for these girls, but what a way to play from Cincinnati and from Oklahoma State too.
Yeah, and again, the fact that I think both teams were able to lock in. Both teams went into the halftime break and they said, hey, we're not getting our chances, and the chances we do get, we're just not focused enough, right? Both teams come back out. I mean, this is crazy. Neither team had a shot on goal in the first half. 11 total. All in the second. 11 shots on goal, Joao. That's crazy. That's a crazy turnaround, and that's credit to Erica Demers and Colin Carmichael for going to their benches and saying, hey, this is the type of ball we want to play.
What a story we have lived here from CPKC Stadium in Kansas City. We will be back here in a bit for another Big 12 championship game. Sorry, I am blanking here so hard me here. Who's up next?
It's Colorado and Utah.
Thank you. Yeah, I will be back with Luke Lendler to cover Utah versus Colorado, number 8 seed versus number 9 seed. It has been my great pleasure to be here with you guys today. Me here, any closing notes?
I mean, bring it on. This is Big 12 soccer, right? We've seen a lot of these teams come to Arizona State this year, and we've seen them play other teams. You know, it's great to see them in person, right? You know, Cincinnati we get to see in person. Oklahoma State we get to see in person. It's just so nice that we get Big 12 soccer. And, you know, we have great facilities. We got great teams. And, hey, this is the drama we live for. It's the postseason. Bring it on.
And thank you guys, and we will be back here at 11:45 Central Time, 9:45 Arizona time to cover Utah versus Colorado.
I thought I released a good album until Naughty Step said it was bad.
I hear this project and I am frustrated.
I better listen to Blaze Radio.
Hi, I'm Pedro. Did you know you can listen to anything? Blaze Radio says you can, and so do I. I believe that until listened to, every song, album, EP, and DJ set is hot until proven otherwise. And that's why I fight for you, headbangers. Hot FM. Hot FM on Blaze Radio. Listen live every Monday at 11 a.m. on blazeradioonline.com. That's blazeradioonline.com.
This is what I wanted. It's what I've been waiting for these cars to come off of this corner. And guys, it's showtime. Boogity, boogity, boogity. Ooh, let's go racing today, boys.
Are you a racing fan or want to learn more about the sport? Join Cooper Burns and Eric List every Tuesday from 1 to 2 p.m. Mountain Standard Time on Blaze Radio as they discuss everything from NASCAR to dirt racing and more on Fuel for Thought.
How to throw a football. How to hit a baseball off a bat. How to make a basketball go through the hoop and make that swish sound. These are all questions we wonder when we are learning how to play a sport. But have you ever wondered what it may be like to interview someone who is in the sports industry? Like, how do I become a broadcaster? How do I become a graphic designer? How do I become a public address announcer? It's all here.